What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the laundry room. It's right by the back door. Here we go. We're gonna make that turn into a little bit higher. The problem is that this door opens against this door, right? So Samsung decided they were gonna do it completely backwards as everybody else, and that's fine. Chloe's here. So we're gonna try to swap the washer and dryer. But while we do that, we're gonna get them off of the floor. And what I'm thinking is I'm gonna go 2 feet up. 2 feet for the platform there. I just got to measure to see if I have enough clearance, and I got some of this stuff to deal with. So I think that we're going to be able to do it. If anything, the platform is going to help us like take the laundry out and move it over easier or whatever. What I'm thinking, I have this crazy detailed drawing right here. You probably won't get it, but what I'm thinking is I'm gonna frame the outside. So I'm gonna have 4 legs on the outside closest to the wall. I'm gonna put 2x4s wrapping around, and then I'm gonna have 2 legs in the middle, and I'm gonna have 2x4s on the inside of those, and I'm gonna cap everything off flush with the front. So I'm just gonna get to building. I never do good at explaining. Chloe wants to go outside, so we're gonna get it. I'm probably not gonna time lapse it. I'm just gonna build it and then show you, or maybe I'll clip it in between so you can kind of see the progress. I have a really poopy drill. Pepper's got her favorite donut. I have a really poopy drill that I'm using. I had a good drill, and it was actually not mine. It was my father-in-law's, and he took it back. So now I have Barney drill. So I don't even know if I'll be able to do it with that thing. So let's give it a go. Next will be, something else. All right, see you in a minute. So you might be thinking to yourself, how much does this wood cost? The answer is probably around $100. This right here was like 60. These 2x4x16s were, I think, 16 a piece. This little guy I thought was $1, but I think it was $1 a foot, so it probably turned out to be $10, which is a rip-off. This thing right here was $35. That is 3/4 wood, or 3/4 inch plywood. I don't know the ply. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers. So you probably know more than I do. I'm not a wood dude. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's get to building, and I'll show you what I frame out. Oh, also, this is the poopy drill I was talking about. Look at this guy. So I don't think it's gonna work, but it might. Who knows? All right, see you in a minute. So if you grew up poor like me, you kind of figure stuff out without the tools that you need. So if you're cutting and you don't have a table to cut on, which I do over there, I just, I'm lazy. Anyway, you could put the thing on the ground, the saw on the ground, and then you support it with your extra wood. Look at there. That works pretty good. And then that way, whenever you cut it, this side doesn't fall, and then you cut it at an angle as it falls. One more thing I was gonna say, forget what I was gonna say. Oh, so I'm cutting 56 by 29 is what I decided I wanted. The reason why I wanted 56 by 29 is because the washer and dryer was 54 by 27, but I wanted a little extra space on both sides to put this 1x1 to kind of keep the washer and dryer from walking. It's okay if I end up not needing that or whatever. I just kind of wanted to give a little wiggle room so that I could trim it up a little bit and make the wifey sauce happy. I'm probably not going to paint this today or in this video because I'm not really after aesthetics right now. I'm just more after swishing the washer and dryer and having the doors open the right way and stuff. So if you need your wifey to, throw a booty in a circle, you might need to paint this or sand it or do something fancy to it. So she's like, oh my God, you know what I mean? But mine, I've been working out a lot lately, so I'm not really too worried about it. Anyway, I'm going to cut this. I'll show you how I frame it. Okay. All right. So this is our test fit. No screws are in this yet, and I just wanted to show you. So we wanted 56 by 29. This turned out to be 29 and just a smidgy, just like an 1/8, right? So that's fine. Once we screw that in there, it'll probably suck it up a little bit, and we'll get pretty close. What I was going to try to tell you is, if you're not familiar with cutting stuff, there's 2 ways you can do this. You can have your front in front, or you could have your side come out and then you can actually see the joint. The way that I did it here, I did 56 inches here and then 56 inches here, and then I cut this at 26 inches because these boards are not 2x4s, they're really 1.5 by 4s, or 1.5 by 3.5, sorry. So if you have to subtract this out of this length, right? Does that make sense? So like this board is 26 inches, but then when you screw both sides, when you screw this side and this side together, it makes 29 and 1/8. Are you following me? Hopefully you are. So the plan is that I'm gonna cut 2 more of these 26 ones, and we're gonna put them in the middle. And then that way, well, actually, we'll see how much wood we have. Probably, honestly, what I'll do is kind of be conservative. I'll probably run my 2 in the middle. I really would like to do 2 in the middle here so that I could put a 4x4 in between those 2 in the front and in the back. And then I'd like to do 1 also in the middle of those 2. So I'd have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boards in the middle, just to make her super sturdy. You know, you don't want your washer and dryer unsturdy, I guess. So anyways, I'll do that and then I'll see you in a minute. So I know I was gonna say I was gonna show you how to cut it or whatever, but I went ahead and cut it. I had some dinner and, you know, I just kind of forgot what I was doing. But anyway, so that's what the underside looks like. I'd like to have another board there, but I have a problem because I only have 2 legs. What I can do is cut, so those legs are they're 24 inches. I'm gonna cut 2 24-inch boards and squish them together. And it's not gonna be exactly the same, but I'll put them in the back and I'll put those in the front so you won't really be able to know. Another thing I was thinking, that if I run out of wood, there's plenty of wood on those shelves, and this garage is getting redone. We have plans for it to get remodeled, so all this is coming out of here anyway, and we have like a 20 by 15 foot shed over that way that all the stuff's going in. So who cares? That's all gonna get burned anyway, so might as well use it for something. So anyways, that's pretty much that. So I'm gonna stick the legs on the inside of here. I actually measured this out to where I could just stick a 4x4 in there, which is kind of sad because now I realize if I do 2 of these, it's not gonna fit like a 4x4 would. So that kind of sucks. We'll worry about that later, because whatever, you know. I cut this out. I used my handy dog food bags and my treadmill to brace her, and it turned out okay. One thing that I was noticing, that if you got one of these poopy Black & Decker drills, I just have a bunch of crap tools. Is really, and I didn't even, this isn't even mine, that somebody left it at the house, and it's still here. So anyway, it's better than nothing, I guess. I shouldn't complain. But whenever I was cutting, I put this middle thing, little notch there, you see the 3 notches, I put the middle notch on the line, and I was cutting, and I was like, yeah, this isn't too bad. And then I looked over, and the blade is like sideways, so the blade was cutting. See the line? I had the aiming on the line, and the blade was like over here doing its own thing. So I was like, great. But whatever, I use the cleanest edges for the front. That's on there now. We just need legs, and then to tie the legs together. Probably talking too much. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, so it's a little bit later. I had to take a break because I had to think about some things. You remember before when we said that we'd measure how tall this was to see if we had room? Turns out I didn't do that, and we don't have room, but that's fine. I have a saw and I can cut the shelf. I acquired a piece of wood. Not gonna say where from, but we have a new piece of wood now. So I'm gonna probably make the 2 front, hopefully this is long enough. I really hope this is long enough. We'll make the 2 front legs, because those are the front. I know it's down now, but that's going to be the front up there. At least we can make a match out of this, hopefully. If not, then I don't know. I'll find some more wood, so we'll go from there. All right, bros. So this is the first look at the... I just broke my pencil. I stepped on it. That's the first look at the completed thing. That's actually a 4x4, and it looks tiny because those are 2x6s. So that's cool. I mean, I don't know, man. It's whatever. So normally I'm pretty anal about like spacing and making these completely. See how they're like, these are closer and those are farther apart. Normally I'm like, really, I measure out every screw hole and everything. And you can kind of do this however you want. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do is get like a 1x6 and just put it in front of that and trim it off. And then that's it. So you won't even see any of this. And mostly because this is ugly, like this transition or whatever, that's just framing, man. So you just cover that stuff up with a piece of, you know, board or whatever. You G to G. So I don't even know, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I could, what I kind of was thinking was, what if I put a piece of framing board, or what if I put this and then like a little hinge, and then I just have like a lift up thing or something. I don't know. What I originally was gonna do was I was gonna frame all these feet together on the bottom just like this and tie it all in together. But I ran out of wood a lot quicker than I thought I was gonna. So I'm gonna take this up there. We're only like a quarter of the way done. This is the rough draft of the thing. I might have to change it or something. Then we got to put the washer and dryer up there. Then we got to switch the washer and dryer. See, that's the thing that my wife didn't realize yet. I've been keeping it a secret because I know that she doesn't want me to put holes in the wall and stuff. But we're changing the washer and dryer. You know what I mean? So yes, this is going to be easier to change the laundry, but it's also going to be easier because the dryer is going to be over there and the washer's, or the, yeah, the washer's going to be over there and the dryer's going to be over here instead of the way it is now. So let's get that up there and let's put it on there, and then we'll unplug everything and then we'll put it up there the right way, and we'll just see, you know, how far we're going to take it tonight. It's already 9:30, so maybe a couple more hours and I'll go to bed, wake up at 7 or 8, drink some coffee and get back to it. So yeah, see you in a minute. Oh, and here's the bottom, what it looks like. I actually kind of like how it turned out. You know, those were the uh-oh boards, and then these are the 4x4s. I actually like how it looks. I mean, it's whatever. In the next video, I'll paint it or something. If there is a part 2, I don't know if there will be or not. I'm also gonna sink these in a little bit more, put wood filler over them, and then paint it so you can't see it, or put that strip like we were talking about before. So there's that. And then if you really care, this is the underside. So it turned out pretty good. And if you see the feet, the 2 feet are right there. They're directly on the studs. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then there's a foot there. It's right over the stud and the... So I don't know, measurements worked out pretty good. And what's nice is that all the heat stays off of the ground. Like, I don't know if you've ever noticed or not, but whenever you move these after they've been running, you know, the heat stays kind of there. So it'll be on this. Hopefully it doesn't catch on fire, so we'll be good.
That came out of nowhere.
All right, so this is how it looks now. It's done. The back still needs some work. The hot line over there can't reach all the way over here. I did get a extension for this drain to go. I'm gonna see if it leaks. It's going from like, I don't know the sizes, just for like comprehension here. It's going from like 1 inch to like a 3/4 inch. So I don't know if that like slow down is gonna force the water back out or not, but we'll see what happens there. I'm gonna cable manage all this stuff like up against this back wall so that you can clearly see what line goes where. And we're just gonna get the rest of the stuff plugged in. I need an extension cord for that. I need like a $10 hose thing to go from here to there, and then I need a longer hot cord, and that's it. So I mean, you get the picture though. It's, oh, the other problem that I had was, like, I took the shelf out so that we'd have enough room. I need to cut that right there so that these can come back, because that little shelf is stopping it from, I could pull it over here in the middle, but it'd defeat the whole purpose of pushing it up against the wall. So I'm gonna cut that and then bring it over. Anyway, that's it. That's what it looks like compared to what it was, except for this is gonna be flush whenever it's done instead of sticking out like that. So we're good to go. Thanks for watching the video. See you in the next one. Bye.